Callum, I'm not going to sound great during this video, not going to lie, because I'm ill, but...
It's fine, you never sound great.
That's also true. But we have a job to do, because out there in Hypnospace, there are outlaws, and we need to un-outlaw them. The opposite of outlaw. With this game, which I'm going to...
Bring them to justice.
Bring them to justice, thank you very much. So I'm going to hit this boot button, and we're going to see what this does. Hopefully the audio is coming through on this as well. This is it, Hypnospace Outlaw.
Oh, I see what this thing is already.
Yeah, this is Hypnospace Outlaw. This is a game that, again, kind of Twitter's been talking about for a while. If you want to evoke a particular era of internet, this is kind of how you do it. So it hasn't brought my save over. Look at this cursor trails. Look at this cursor trail.
I remember these, yeah. I remember this.
It hasn't brought my save over from my other machine, which is fine, but I wanted to start from the start anyway. Do you have a preference for what our enforcer's name is going to be?
Do whatever you want.
Okay, we're going to be Steve because it can pronounce
Wait,
it.
can you make it pronounce anything? Like, try your name.
EUAN.
Ah, close.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yuan.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not the capital A.
Yuan.
Close enough.
Put an E at the end? No, like any.
Oh.
Yuan.
Okay. Close enough. After years of making text-to-speech try and say my name correctly. But yeah, text-to-speech also is a part of this because
that
why not?
That was big in the 90s, why not?
Let's log in. So yeah,
So what the fuck is this game?
So it's interesting, right? It's yeah. So
1999, that was a hell of a time.
Yeah.
Remember Windows ME? Remember that?
Yeah, remember when that was horrible? This thing that was so universally degraded.
Is that a fake click noise?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
There's a click.
That's
there's a fake
old school click noise.
There's fake keyboard noises as well, but we'll get back to that. Let's just put this thing up here for now.
The future.
I'm gonna let this roll for a second.
Whoa! Look how compressed that video is.
Right.
Your imagination.
It's the font choices and
it's all of it really.
Yeah.
And now,
like the color of the OS and stuff as well.
And the voiceover and.
You have the tools and the time to make it a reality.
So here's look at this avatar.
Whoa.
Look at this goddamn avatar.
Where sleep time is no longer down.
So the concept of this thing is that what if there was an internet that only existed whilst you slept, and you could sleep and connect to it, and that's the only way you can connect to it. You put on that headband and you exist in another.
To Hypnospace Patrol Department Enforcer.
God, the chunky audio as well is just.
Oh, you ain't hearing nothing yet. I'm not going to do the whole tutorial. There's a couple of bits I just want to show you.
Whoa, that's right.
So.
Hi. Whoa, that's creepy as fuck.
Keep our wonderful community of Hypnospace citizens safe.
So,
Hypno S Enforcer Edition is
so you're theoretically a moderator on this Hypno.
Right, so you're an internet moderator.
Basically.
Okay. But the weird fake dream internet that exists in the...
Yes.
You've got a big button that says investigate citizens.
Yeah.
That's really creepy.
So I'm just going to show this one because it talks about the kind of core gameplay part of what you're doing.
Is an easy way to remember the
So these are the things you're looking out for in the Hypnospace.
Content infringement, harassment, illegal content, malicious software, and extra legal commerce.
Yeah.
What?
So
malicious software.
They have their own currency called Hypnocoin.
Right.
If people are trying to use things that are not Hypnocoin, that is extra legal commerce.
Right. Okay. So you can only use Hypnocoin.
Yeah. I'm actually just gonna.
Thank you for
Gonna just show this one because I think this has the thing.
And you'll notice the Hypno.
Do you know what this is? I've just got it.
Yeah.
With that the animation of that guy. It's like oh fuck, what's it called? No Man's Soul. Remember that?
Yep.
It's that kind of weird flat hand pointing that they have.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The application menu.
Fucking hell.
So
what?
also the extra
Date and time. Your
The-
Hypnocoin balance.
Fucking hell.
the extra audio that's been obviously recorded by the intern or something that's been put on top of this official.
HypnoS.
So
I need to get a better microphone.
Anywhere along the
then there's your professional thing. So like I think one of the reasons why I'm kind of into this, on top of it being like a period piece kind of, and on top of it being fucking weird, is that it is one of the things I really enjoy, where it is an exceptionally exceptionally well executed dumb thing that has very specific like has a very specific goal in mind and really achieves it. So the way this kind of works is important message received from dispatch. MerchantSoft is the company that run Hypnospace, and basically you're an enforcer and you get given cases. So here's my first case. There's
a content infringement notice regarding copies or bears the likeness of a 1962 cartoon character Gumshoe Gooper.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So look through your assigned zones, at least 3 possible violations, and utilize your enforcement tool to check them. So this is the downloading Gooper screen. So you have to download it, and then in your downloading,
Jesus Christ,
there's Gooper. This is a copy from the 72 cartoon. So we're basically looking for people on the Hypnospace.
I'll say that image downloaded remarkably quickly for 1999.
I mean, it doesn't have sizes, which was genuinely the first thing I looked for.
Sure.
But
you're looking for file sizes.
Yeah, or any of that kind of stuff. But they go into like enough detail about like here are the file formats that we're using, and here's what the compression is, and all this kind of stuff. Sure. Like they definitely know what they're doing. So this is the Hypnospace.
Whoa.
We never really did AOL in the UK.
Didn't.
But whoever
sadly, I'm told that this is what it looks like.
So whoever we started dial-up internet with had something very similar, where it was organized into like zones.
Yeah.
So like it kind of didn't want to show you the rest of the internet, like the real internet. It kind of wanted to keep you in this zone, and this is kind of how this is structured. So there's all these different zones.
So wait, is their fake internet just browser based, or is it actually like avatar based, like they were showing?
I have not. If there's avatar based stuff, I have not hit it yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's basically organized into these groups, and each group has a page. So like this is the official Hypnospace one, where like
God, remember MIDI autoplays on websites?
Hey, do you want to hear a lot of really bad MIDI tracks? Because you're on the right.
I love terrible MIDI tracks.
Okay, let's go to the cafe, which is the chill space in the Hypnozone. So I will also say I've been playing this on my kind of crappy laptop because it runs well, or it runs fine on that. The loading speeds are much faster on my proper PC. So let's go.
I love MIDI pan flutes. They bring me back to my childhood so much.
Okay,
they were fucking everywhere in video games.
Is this the one with? Oh no, that's the other zone. We'll get
to just Monkey Island all over again.
We will get to some pan flute solos. But how about we go to this fan site for Barnaby's Chair, which is an alternative alt rock band.
Wait, so what are we actually trying to do here?
Okay, so the case is like.
I could sit and look at fake 90s websites all day, but
this
we
is
need
the
to know
game
what we're actually doing.
So the thing we're actually doing is these are the zones we've been assigned. Look for people infringing that copyright that we talked about earlier.
Okay, sure.
So this is kind of the great part and the fault of this game is that it's kind of you looking through all these websites for shit like this. So like, if I go to listen now, you can hear that it's got the actual music. Like these bands have music that play when you go onto their website, like full on fucking MySpace.
Yeah, old MySpace.
Yeah. There's. Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip to the bit that kind of took me. So also just as like for narrative purchases, Dylan Merchant is one of the developers of Hypnospace, so he has his own page, and like he wrote this DM Tunebox, which is your music player app here.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that, and like
there he is.
Terribly compressed photos. So, for instance,
where's the fake website about fake video games? That's what I want to know.
I have not seen a lot of video game stuff, weirdly enough, which is.
I want to get on a forum and talk to people about Heroes of Magic too.
How about would you rather go into these pages and see? Oh, no, I'm trying to remember.
Good Time Valley.
This is the Good Time Valley for like, you know, if you just want to be 40 years old and be on the internet, then this is where you go. For instance, here's Sandy's page.
Oh my god. What? That's offensive.
Where like, hey, she's from Florida and like she here's her favorite Bible verse and
oh no.
here's the HS Christians group where you can like, here's all the people.
What?
Here's all the people that kind of
identify with HS Christians.
Yep. Tamara does spoken word poetry.
God, remember the fucking spinning images on web pages? Fucking GeoCities sites.
Yep.
That was.
I'm trying to go back to.
Where are the skulls that are on fire? That's.
So annoyingly enough, they haven't given us the kids one yet, but the kid one. Okay. So we'll finish this. I'll unlock the kids one, and that'll probably be the end of it. So yeah, we have to find copyright infringements of this old cartoon character. So let's just start up the top here with Abby's World, who's a first grade teacher. So
what the? Okay.
There's a lot here, but here's the Gumshoe Gooper art from her first year class.
Okay.
There's the like they've been drawn, but look, there's your. That's actual proper. So we probably need to enforce that, right? So you bring up your you bring up your enforcement toolbar here, and you go, well, this is copyright infringement, and then you say, bang, that's copyright infringement. You go, are you sure? Yes. Submit the evidence. And it submits the evidence, and then it says, hey, well done, you get paid a little bit, and then it X's it out.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ.
So we need to find 3 instances of this. Speaking of 3D animations, here's Noble Warlock Design Studios, who do real good,
really good fantasy. Oh my god, that's great.
Real good 3D artwork.
Real good wizards.
Yeah,
there's some real good wizards.
Yep. So you have a couple of tools that you can use to kind of get around slightly. Right? You can just go through all the pages and look at them, but also like each website has tags at the side here that will then search all pages for those tags. So if I just search for Gumshoe Gooper, then here's a bunch of other ones. So here's somebody who wants Sandy to be the community leader for this part of Hypnospace. Oh no, there's another Gumshoe. We better get rid of that. I'm really interested to know more about the kind of team. I think it's only 3 or 4 people involved in like most of the development of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like. Let me just do the search for. Oh, wouldn't let me. Hold on. There we go. So if I look at was it Reggie? Was this who it was that I found last night? Yeah, like Reggie's all about proud boys in the army and deserving the utmost respect, and like. Here's these woodworking tips, and like there's definitely like it's one of those things that you realize that like even the internet back then was kind of the same as the internet is now. Yeah, where there's these factions that are kind of out there. Oh, I've got Hypnomail. Hold on, thank you. What's my Hypnomail say? Solved the first case. Have I? I thought I needed to get 3. I need to get 3. Okay, let's find one more.
Go back to searching for your Gooper tag or whatever.
Yeah, which is, again, wouldn't recommend you search on that in the actual internet. Just saying.
Oh god, no. Don't.
And then there's an actual cartoon from the 70s. So
yeah, that's...
Probably can't do that. Can't do that. Banhammer. Submit that.
Are they implying that you're doing this and then someone else is checking it? Or is it checked by like an algorithm?
It's getting sent to... I don't know, they haven't made that particularly clear, but somebody definitely comes in and says, if you get it wrong, like if you just start banhammering like random images, you submit it and it goes, no violation detected, please try to not waste server bandwidth on non-violations. And apparently they call you out if you do too much of it, all that kind of stuff. So I've done that, so let's go back into our email and our cases, close the case. Case closed.
Wow, that's a really good animation.
Yep. Great job removing that content infringement.
Teentopia.
So Teentopia. So there's been reports of violation from
harassment.
Yeah, from this user here, ZaneRocks14, has been reported for harassment. Please look for possible violations and utilize your enforcement tool to report and remove them.
So does this game get into like a big meta commentary about the state of moderation on the internet? Is that what this is?
It definitely comes up every now and then, and there's definitely like, I mean, if you actually think about what you're doing, like, note that when I was doing the copyright infringement stuff there, I didn't copyright infringement like her first grade class's drawings.
Yeah. It was the actual copyright stuff.
I tested that they are acceptable as answers. Like,
you can actually copyright them.
Like, if you want to be a real dick about it, you can. But yeah, so let's go to... Where's my home screen? Hidden behind here. So we should now... I'll also say, see as it's kind of warping in like that? That's it loading.
Yeah.
If you wiggle your mouse, it loads in faster. There's a straight up email about that. Have I got the email yet? Maybe I haven't yet. There's a straight up email that says like, yeah, it loads faster when you do that. We're not entirely sure why, but it happens. You're like, okay.
Right, sure.
So welcome to Teentopia.
Oh, what? Jesus Christ.
Right. It's a safe, totally awesome hangout for teenagers.
Yeah, it's for cool teens. That's the Pizza Boogie.
So who's the guy we're talking about? Zane. So there's Zane Roxford. Let's see his page.
He's awesome, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of... Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
With the rock playing in the back. I'm just going to pause that for... Nah, you know what, fuck it. No, I'm actually going to pause it. I'm actually going to pause it because there's a lot happening here. So this is the dude. Also, like everyone's page, so every user has at least one page of their own that is their kind of their homepage.
Sure. Yeah.
And if you click on info, you can get like, oh, he's 15, he's from Boise, Idaho, and you get his headband ID and stuff like that. Which is something only you can see as a moderator.
As a secret page.
Say again?
No. If you scroll back up on that website, it says there, I run a secret page on Teentopia.
That comes up later.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's like, oh, here's all his favorite music and like what his hobbies are, and like one of his hobbies is making out with his girlfriend and all of this kind of stuff. HS gamers only.
Hell yeah, dude.
Also talk about Chit Chat, which is like an IM client. I haven't got to that part yet because if I go to the client. It says Chit Chat not available for HypnoS Enforcer Edition, which is the thing that I have.
Sure.
So I'm presuming there's going to be some way for me to bypass that.
Also, does it like Joe Boot or something like that?
I don't know. Also, I really admire that every time you pause the music, it resets every time you reload the page.
Of course it does. Like,
of course it does.
That's how it works.
Also, like, hey, did I tell you to scroll all the way down here? Like, this encompasses a lot because this is like really naive use of JavaScript on old pages to get the user's name and like it's great. It's great. It really fucking nails this thing. Like talking about like, oh, his username is ZaneRox14, but he's now 15, so his name's out of date. Like, how many people did you know growing up where their username like
was their
got
birthday
out of date?
Or whatever?
You know. Yeah. He makes comics. You see comics.
Oh
like,
god. Yeah, really angsty comics.
Really angsty comics where he's a superhero. So, what does he say? His girlfriend's name's Jessica, right? So let's go and see if we can see... Let me just wiggle the mouse and load this in quicker. There we go.
I can't believe that's the thing.
So there's Jennifer, right? Jessica.
Jessica.
So like Jessica's page is just all about how much that she loves Zane.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of it. And he's so fine, he's so cool. And...
that seems odd.
Yeah, it's heavily implied later on that Jessica doesn't exist, but
I figured,
you know, yeah, there's a lot here. So here's your Beyond Twilight, your interactive horror stories.
Oh, good. I do love some creepypastas.
Yeah, like straight up creepypastas in here.
HS Scaries.
Yep.
God, this is a hell of a thing.
Yeah, like
they're really like nailing this.
Like,
sort of...
like chain letters as pictures.
Yeah.
Like if you don't repost Teresa, the demonic doll will visit you tonight with doll spelt wrong. Really appreciate that. Like, there's lots of these little details that really capture what they're going for.
We've made so many of these pages. Fucking hell. What is Pizza Boogie? I need to know.
This is Pizza Boogie. This is
oh, it's a hamster dance.
It's a hamster dance, but with pizza.
Dr. Pizza.
So yeah, you start to see stuff like this. It's like, oh, this is an official Hypnospace partner brand. You're like, okay, so like there's like brand deals and shit going on in here as well. So like if you go to the...
I really want to find a page that's talking about the fake video games from the 90s that they've made up.
Yeah,
like
I haven't...
That sounds great.
I haven't seen... So the closest I've seen is it...
Because that guy Zane was talking about his favourite games is like Squisher 2 or whatever.
So Squishers is in here.
Oh, is it really?
Here's Squishers.
Yeah!
There you go.
Look at that fake shit. That's great.
Also their theme song.
Is that the theme song? Yeah. It's out on the Monarch. That's a pretty
Monarch,
good name for a fake video games.
The Game Champ company.
The Monarch Game Champ.
There you go. Here's the Monarch Game Champ.
That's basically a Game Gear.
Basically, yeah. So they've done a really good job as well of like crossing all this stuff over into each other. So like if you look at who, like Eric Chowderman Hellman is the person who wrote the anthem for Squishers. He comes up later because there's a whole other area later on in the game that talks about what's it, chill punk, cool punk, chill punk as this like music genre that is evolving at the time, and a bunch of people are moving away from that onto other things, and there's like a scandal going on the internet of people just making shit up about various artists, and it's just like, it's a lot. Here's Randy's dinosaur page. He's 8 years old and he loves dinosaurs.
Sure.
And also there's... Yep, and then like none of these buttons do anything.
I want all of these GIFs.
Right.
I want all of them. They're great.
So here's the great thing about this game. It comes with a tool for you to make your own Hypnospace page.
Hell yes.
So like there's like a full-on tool. Like it seems to work as intended. I tried to make a version of our website for it before this video. I didn't get far enough because it was more complicated than I thought it would be. It gives you instructions on how to like take actual images and compress the shit out of them to make them do this.
Great, yeah.
It is
I don't know how to fucking compress images.
It is a thing. It is such a cool...
It sure is a thing, yeah.
Like even to like alt text on images and stuff like that. I kind of don't want to show too much. One, because I don't know how long the game is, and also like the joy of this game is finding all these pages and like seeing how they interact. So like stuff about Zane's secret page comes up later. There's a whole thing about... There's another group. Has it opened yet? Don't think it has. There's another group on there for like alternative medicine, and there's people like scamming people with like not using Hypnocache because Hypnocache is regulated, so you have to go in and like track these people down using whatever their fake non-Hypnocache cache is. It just goes places. So like the kind of good and bad point about the game is a lot of it is just like they don't guide your hand very much. Like a lot of it is like, okay, so I have a new case. I just start at the top and start looking through people's pages because they change over time as you do stuff.
Oh, of course.
So like if I go back, actually maybe it has actually happened here. If I go back to Abby's world, so her status is now updated and she's like, since when is it against the rules to share an old cartoon on your page? This isn't right. And she's got sections on here about how our Gumshoe Gooper graphics are being deleted for content infringement and old cartoons are not illegal. Like it evolves over time as you go ahead. And there's shit like, this is a proper OS running under here, so like you get viruses from shit you've downloaded. There's like
just like in the 90s,
just like in the 90s,
had a virus in it.
Yep, there's a virus that fucks with the Windows on your desktop in weird ways that were very reminiscent of a virus I downloaded in the 90s onto our home PC at one point.
Yep.
It does a lot, but again, the downside of it is like, okay, new case, I'm just going to start at the top and look at all the pages again.
Work your way down.
They don't do a lot, especially early on, they don't do a lot of job of kind of guiding you to at least a start point. They kind of let you just go and kind of explore, which so it'd be a good thing to like do a case and then walk away and then come back later and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is a hell of a thing.
What a weird thing that these people have
and
made.
Also, like I said,
I really appreciate it. Like it's really cool, and it's going for a style that hits very close to home.
Yes,
but
and there's a lot of kind of references in here that, if you're on the internet at that point, are very relevant to you, and yeah, it's great. Especially if you're like not just like internet of that time, like kind of computer culture of that time, where it's like, oh, here's my secret list of MP3s and shit like that. Like, all that stuff's in here too. There's a lot. So yeah, this is Hypnospace Outlaw. It's, I want to say £14 on Steam, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think it's on anything else right now. But also, like, it's very mouse-based, so I don't know what else you'd put it out on.
Yeah, you couldn't really do this anywhere else.
No, not really. Not without some significant changes. Yeah, it's cool. I need to see where it goes because it's going some real... It does get... There was a moment later where it kind of took a kind of... This might get dark. I can't confirm that, but this might get super dark at one point. I don't actually know. But, yeah, let's go out in some compressed memes because nothing's actually changed since 1999.
No.
Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, Ian.